Hi all, welcome to this Play of the Month for October video focusing on the 4 players from Manchester City that I really fancy for this, which is Gabriel Jesus, Kevin De Bruyne, Leroy Sane and Raheem Sterling. It of course may change depending what happens with the final game at the weekend, so we can smash likes, we awesome, sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter at GTheLegend. All links are down below for playlists in the channel and social media links as always. So let's jump into the respective routes for Player of the Month. So starting off, for our first route, I am fancying a partial squad builder in the form of an attacking six. Because of the form of Manchester City in this month, they've scored so many goals, I would say this would be quite an interesting way to go about it, and it'd also kind of make it not too expensive, because then you don't have to then maybe look at Ederson, Walker, or Danilo, like Otamendi, Company and say Mendy. So for this you'd need the 6 players that are attackers, and you need 60 chem for this, guys, and I'm saying roughly 65 or 66 rating, and they'd want to make it difficult but not too difficult, so that's why I'm saying 65 rating, if it's depending who gets player of the month. So like David Silva and Fernandinho are not too expensive, but David Silva you'd probably convert from a cam to a centre forward or striker. Then for Belgium, if it was Kevin De Bruyne, I would imagine an 83 rated squad. I don't expect any informs to be thrown in, because for Belgian informs you've got Fellaini, you've got De Bruyne and then Koeman, so you've not really got much to really work with. So that's why I'm thinking they won't throw in an inform requirement, especially even Carrasco as well. He's like a couple 100k for his inform, so you're not wanting to pay silly money for this kind of route. That's why I'm thinking an 83 rated squad. Guys like Benteke, Forgan Hazard, Tielemans, they're going to be, admittedly they're going to be a little bit expensive with this route if it was to happen. It would not be too bad in due course. Sane for Germany, 82, 83 rated squad. 83 rated seems the most realistic now that I would look at, more that I look at this. I would say use what you have as well for Germany, but you can get away without position players. I would imagine to kind of cut costs a little bit, you might not need to go say like Gundogan, but you might want to go say like Cruz or Stindl in centre mid, have them at cam, but then go someone a little bit more high rated in a striker position. You'd find ways of making this cheaper, and same for like left mid, you'd maybe put a decent rated centre mid in. You'd find ways to make it 83 rated but make it affordable for you. Then from here with Brazil, 83 rated seems most realistic. You're going to have to put in one big spend in this team, I will say, guys. So like for like with Germany, you'd probably have to go like maybe a Gundogan or a Draxler or whoever, or a Leno. For Brazil, you'd probably have to go Casemiro or someone of that, or even Marquinhos, depending, or Miranda. Those kind of expensive options. Even Dani Alves isn't the most cheapest, so you'd have to be fully aware of that when you go and build this squad. But 83 rated, 95 chem, 25k pack. It seems quite logical, but it's hard to tell where else you can go for Gabriel Jesus, because there's no Brazil options, as in Brazilian League is not in FIFA. So you'd have to really realistically think where else they can put the route. England, if it's Sterling, 82 rated squad seems the most realistic. I can't see them throwing an inform in. How high further they can push this is not much more, because you're kind of then stumped. It would be a case of where else can you go really. You've got to really say to yourself 82 rated is the highest. Right, I think best possible non-informs is like 82 rated, because you'd have to then put Vardy and then maybe someone like Rooney or whoever in its centre at right mid to kind of get this to be a little bit higher, but it's not going to happen, so be fully aware of that. But 82 rated squad seems most realistic for a full England squad, and it's not too expensive either, because I'd imagine most of us will have these players sitting about in our club either doing nothing or something. For Kevin De Bruyne's pass, guys, this is one option I'm thinking, because there's not much more you can really stretch just now. I've seen is you need one from Ghent, one from Man City and one from Chelsea. An expensive triangle is Firmino, Coutinho and Renato Neto, who plays for Ghent and is also Brazilian, but he is also one of the more common players used for SBCs. But guys like Horn or Farman would be a goalkeeper, and then like Schule and Mustafi just to kind of link up the German option. And Alonso would be a Chelsea player. I think he'd be a very logical and very smart option. Jurinovic for Werder Bremen, because he also played on loan there as well, so be fully aware of that, and Wolfsburg as well. Same for Sane, he played for Schalke, so you'd go with Schalke and Man City. From there, you're just kind of a case of looking at building kind of a similar squad to what you would build for Kevin De Bruyne. It's just you wouldn't have the hassle of Neto. You'd probably need like an 83 rated squad as long as you tick all the boxes that's required. Gomez is probably going to be a popular option because he's about 750, 800 coins for an 82 rated card, which is what you need. And Piszczek's not too bad either for 83 rated, which helps in this kind of basis. And goalkeeper wise, you can go Farman or Horn, both are around that 2.2 to 2.5k mark currently. Arnautovic and Hernandez relatively cheap as well for West Ham. That's kind of what I'm trying to do, but see who's relatively cheap for their respective positions. And I've thrown in Milner because he is for Liverpool's option. You can tweak the route for Sterling. With his one, it's probably just insurance like that 82, 83 rate squad. I would imagine more nearer that 83 bracket. It's just you might need 2 Liverpool players, so be fully prepared for that. So I've went with Wijnaldum and Milner, and kind of like looking at Ederson and Bernardo Silva would be my 2 Man City players. In case I go 2 and 2 guys, so be fully aware that they could easily play about the requirements, but as long as they kept it to 11 Premier League, you'd be well and truly sorted in my personal opinion. But it would be straightforward route. And the last route, guys, this is similar to the Harry Kane route that you saw, where it's like from where he started to where he began. This is called Rating is Key, and what it focuses on is whatever the overall card is. It could either be the base card or it could also tie into the Player of the Month rating card. You have to build a team to that exact chemistry. So for Kevin De Bruyne, as the example I'm showing here, he is 89 rating for his base card, and you have to build an 89 rated chem squad. So you'd maybe need you'd probably need a little bit of loyalty, and you'd have to get away with a bit of position changing. It's not necessarily easy to build an 89 rated chemistry squad, but I'd imagine as well they'll make it that little bit harder and make you have a certain overall. So I'm thinking that 82 rating, just to make it that a little bit more expensive, because otherwise it's going to be relatively cheap. Folk will build like bronze squads for fun, but that's just my feeling. And these are just some of the squads that I'm kind of posing at the moment, guys. There is maybe other options that they could go, like the goals galore, the teams have scored against, and all these kind of regular ones that they do. So hopefully you find this useful. As always, guys, let me know in the comments down below who you fancy for Player of the Month. Smash a like as always, sub to the channel if you're new, and I'll catch you guys all later.